Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about Fear the Walking Dead Season 6B, the second half. We're going to be breaking down a brand new little trailer they dropped. They've been doing a lot of marketing for this. It's right around the corner, like literally right around the corner. It's airing right after these extra 6 episodes on The Walking Dead, which is coming to an end pretty soon. Those 6 weeks went by pretty quickly. And then, yeah, like right after, we're going to be getting 9 episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. So a lot of Walking Dead stuff ahead of us. I absolutely love the first half of Fear the Walking Dead Season 6. I'm very, very excited for the second half. We have a lot of Walking Dead content coming up. So if you are a fan of the show, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But like I said, today, we're going to go through this trailer and break it down shot by shot. Obviously, general spoiler warning in case you aren't caught up. And then also, if you're a fan of the show, like I said, be sure to subscribe. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, so it definitely seems like they're building up to almost like a big war. I don't want to call it an all-out war because that reminds people too much of The Walking Dead and the Saviors. But it definitely seems like it is headed in that direction, like a big battle. It starts off with Morgan here. He's looking absolutely badass. We have Althea up top. We have another guardsman all the way on top up there. So it looks like they're setting up post here. Remember, this is that place that Isaac was at and his wife Rachel and Morgan met them. I'm pretty sure that was like episode 1. So yeah, I mean, it feels like it's so much longer than that because of like the long break between the first and second half of Fear the Walking Dead. But I like how maybe the final battle will be here, things sort of coming full circle. Isaac was a really good friend to Morgan. He helped him out. Morgan's been helping out Rachel and the baby. So I don't know where they're at right now, Rachel and the baby. I mean, I'm sure Morgan wouldn't want to get them involved in the battle. But we'll see. But the point is, it looks like they're set up to have like a fight here or something like that. It's either going to be here or in Lawton, but we'll see. But Morgan, we see the dialogue in the bottom there. These trailers they post on social media, so they have like the dialogue attached to it. But he's actually talking to John here. I'll get to that in a second. We have some more scenes with John in just a moment. But this scene in particular, I think this is that scene where Strand comes over here. And yeah, Strand is definitely an interesting character this season. He's playing both sides. He kind of has that Eugene role with the Saviors, where you're kind of questioning, like, is he on our side? Is he going to come through? And I think he will. I don't think he's betraying the group. And I think maybe Strand is the one who tells Virginia and them about the group being held up here. Because I think he comes here by himself first and talks to them. But we'll see about that. Moving on. So the dialogue, like I said, in the bottom, it's Morgan talking to John. So remember, John left. He didn't want to be involved with this. He was asking June to leave with him. June didn't, agree. And then he sort of went his own separate way. I'm sure he'll be back. But this is actually Morgan talking to John. He's saying we're gonna be set up to win. We'll be fighting in our own turf and on our own terms. So there you go. It pretty much confirms it that they are setting up for a battle. And Morgan, Dwight also, he's in there. These are characters who've been experienced in this type of situation with Negan. So I'm interested in seeing their type of role in the second half, especially like I said, because they've done this sort of thing before, and I'm sure they're going to take some sort of leadership role. Like we're already seeing Morgan do that. And I think he's trying to convince John to come back and just fight and help them fight, because I know I was comparing it to the Negan thing, but with Negan, it is a bit different because we had like 3 huge communities. We had Alexandria, the Hilltop, and the Kingdom. These are just characters, on their own. They don't even have a community. They just sort of fell into this trap of Virginia's, and they have to get out of it. But remember, we still have the end is the beginning people. We're gonna see them in the trailer also. Very interested in seeing how this is going to end. Are they going to fight Virginia and then deal with the end of the beginning people? Are the end of the beginning people going to come in the middle of it and, pick a side? I don't know. It's hard to determine. It's interesting, though, to say the least, because they've done a great job with Virginia and her arc. It's already interesting enough with her. But then they add the end of the beginning people. And that just makes me super excited to see what's up with them, because they're definitely, it's leading up to be one of the more interesting groups on the show. But yeah, I'm sure John will be back to help out the group fight. Next, we have Luciana, and I believe it's Alicia next to her. And also I believe Althea will be there. And this is like the main group I think that's going to go to the base of the end is the beginning people. That is such a long name to always say. The end is the beginning people. The end is the beginning people. I don't know what else to call them except that. But anyways, I think this is also something they did. They have walkers tied up here in the dark. And remember, they're doing these weird things with the walkers. Remember in that episode where June and Virginia were fighting, we had like the walkers with the knives stuck to the fingers, stuff like that. So they're doing some weird things to walkers for sure. Still, we don't know what their purpose is, but it's interesting. So continuing on, we have John here. It looks like he's in some sort of building by himself. So this is probably before Morgan comes. And I think he sees, it's hard to tell because it's dark, that may be blood possibly. And he's saying, hey, I don't want no trouble. And it seems like maybe somebody's behind his door. I think maybe somebody's hurt and he's trying to help them or something. But I don't think they're going to add in other villains. Interested in seeing, more with John for sure. Like he's one of the more interesting characters. And since season 4, he's quickly became one of I think, at least one of my favorite characters in the show. So it would be nice to see him have some good stories in the second half. As to who this could be, my guess is as good as your guys' guess. I just think it'll probably just be some stranger by themselves. We'll see. Continuing on, we have somebody here. It looks like they're trying to get in through some door. You can see that it's Alicia. So the good thing about these trailers is that we're most likely gonna be seeing more of the end of the beginning people, because that first half we really just saw that sign and that's it, nothing else. But we're actually gonna be seeing more of them in the second half. So the second half seems to be pretty packed. We have the battle with Virginia, which I would assume would wrap up in the second half. Like I would be shocked to see that go into season 7. The end is the beginning people though, yeah, that could definitely go into season 7 for sure. But yeah, anyways, continuing on, we have a shot of Virginia. She's pointing a gun at, I believe it's Daniel. We saw that in another trailer. This is the lineup, so that's a pretty scary moment coming up. They're all standing there, no weapons. The Rangers have guns on them. It's pretty scary, so we'll see what happens. I wouldn't be shocked if we have a major character to die in the second half because it has been a while. I think it's been a while just because we lost like major characters in season 4 with Nick and Madison. But it's been a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do take out somebody. But then again, the group is kind of small, so I feel like they may get saved in this situation. Not only, that's a totally different conversation about them killing off major characters, but in this situation in particular, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody does come in and save them for this moment. It could be Strand. It could be Strand because he's there during this lineup, so he could definitely do something to help out. You guys, let me know what you think is gonna happen in this lineup. Do you think they're going to survive? Do you think, Virginia will kill somebody? If you do, let me know who. Definitely interested in hearing your thoughts and opinions. Next, we have that scene of somebody falling in the water. I can't really tell what this is because we just get the same shot in other trailer. Somebody falls in the water and June runs to them. So yeah, we'll see what that is. And then we have this shot again of the walker, tied up to the leaves and branches. And this is, symbolic in terms of that group. The end is the beginning, because this is literally what they're about. The end is the beginning. You have trees, you have life, and then you have walkers. So again, they seem like a very artsy, philosophical group. But they're definitely interesting. And then we have this guy who seems to be maybe the main leader. Like he definitely kind of gives off that vibe. He has like a suit jacket. And in the trailers from before, or at least this was like months ago, the very first trailer we got for the second half, he was talking to Alicia and he was saying that I've been looking for someone like you for a long time. And then here, it's just a quick shot of him saying, you destroyed it. So it looks like he gets pretty upset at Alicia. And maybe I think, Alicia, I don't know if I want to take this literally, because we know Alicia is going to their base. Like if she does something to destroy something they're working on, we'll see about that. But yeah, definitely a change in tone for him, because at first he seems like he was happy seeing Alicia, but this is the same setting here, and now he looks pretty angry, yelling at her. And then we have this scene, and this looks to be that place where they were held up in. It looks like they're having a battle. You can see somebody was firing at the wall. The wall is destroyed. And Daniel sort of comes out of there, and he says Morgan, like he's asking for Morgan, like if Morgan is anywhere there to be found. So I think this is them in the middle of the battle, and it's such like a quiet scene. And Daniel just sort of like pops up and just like Morgan. So it kind of makes it seem like maybe Morgan got hurt, and he could, I mean, I don't think you're gonna take out Morgan, but this seems to be in the middle of some battle they're having with Virginia and the Rangers. So the second half definitely seems pretty packed, and I'm excited for it. And it's 9 episodes instead of 8, remember, because they stopped at episode 7. So we have, a battle with Virginia coming up, and then we also have this new mysterious group. So I'm very excited. But that was a brand new little trailer we got for the second half of Fear the Walking Dead season 6. Again, it's going to be returning April 11th after the extra 6 episodes. Right now, we're doing reviews and breakdowns for The Walking Dead, and as soon as Fear the Walking Dead returns, we'll be doing that. So lots of Walking Dead content coming up. If you are a fan of the shows, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But that was a trailer, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. Again, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.